Teaching your Chihuahua to come when called is one of the most vital skills they can learn. While your little one might be able to go without learning other commands like sit or down, not coming when called could cost them their life. We need our pets to come when called, so if they escape out of the car or your front door, they don't end up lost or killed on a busy road. Many people struggle with recall training because they make 5 common mistakes that either confuse their pet or teach them to ignore a recall command. Before we talk about how to teach recall, let's first talk about how to avoid these mistakes. Mistake number 1, calling your dog for unpleasant things. Chihuahuas are not stupid. If you call them, they come, and the reward for their efforts is a bath. Do you think they'll ever do it again? If you need your dog for the vet, a bath, nail trims, or anything you know they don't like, go get them. This also goes for taking away fun. If the only time you call them at the dog park is to take them home, they'll magically become deaf very quickly. Since it's not really practical to go get your dog in this situation, they'll know what you're planning. Bring along some of their favorite treats and call them to leash up for a big reward at least 3 to 4 times during their park stay, and then let them go. This will help keep their hearing sharp in case, you want to give them something fabulous. It's the Chihuahua way. Mistake number 2, punishing your dog for coming. When a dog that doesn't recall well gets loose, it can be panic-inducing for the owner. There's cars, other dogs, getting lost, and 1,000 other factors that could mean your dog dies right before your eyes. When you finally catch your pet, many owners scream no in their dog's face to teach them not to run away. The problem with this is dogs link correction to the last thing they did, in this case being caught. While it may feel good to release your fear and anger in a good shout, don't do it. You'll make your dog that much more determined not to be caught the next time. If you got a dog that was previously conditioned to never ever let themselves be caught, it can sometimes be useful to work on a different cue in place of recall. Training your pet to touch your hand with his nose still gets him within catching zone, but will give you a clean slate to work with while you're trying to work on their worries about recall. Mistake number 3, sabotaging your training with body language. Dogs and humans have instinctive body language that sometimes are at odds with each other. A smile to us is friendly, but to a dog it's an aggressive display. When we want someone to come to us, we face them directly and maybe wave at them. If they don't come, we walk closer. There's actually no signal in dog language that means come to my stationary position, but dogs do ask for more space by facing another dog head-on or stepping into the other dog. While you should still work with your pet facing them so they learn your body language, if your dog is running away from you or they are just learning the command, turning your body or even walking away as you call can trigger them to come. Mistake number 4, you repeat yourself. Dogs have a difficult time processing language. We often make it harder for them by stringing together a lot of words in different orders. Bella come is not the same as come Bella. Now add on Bella come Bella, Bella here, Bella, 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 and you'll have a dog programmed to just give up and stop listening to you. Mistake number 5, you don't practice. Recall needs to be practiced for it to work in an emergency situation. If your dog won't come to you in the house, she's certainly not going to come when chasing a squirrel. If she won't come in your backyard, why would she come when out frolicking at the park? Practice recall training at least once a week. Once it's trained, use your recall command for giving them dinner, for handing out treats, for new toys, anything and everything your pet thinks is fabulous. By teaching them there's a really great reason to come when called, you'll have a dog who always comes. How to train recall. Now that we've discussed the most common mistakes new trainers make, let's go over how to teach your pet. Start by choosing the word you want your dog to respond to and sticking to it. You also need some awesome treats or a favorite toy and a clicker. Call your dog one time and show them the treat or toy. Don't be afraid to crouch down low, make some kissy sounds, whatever it takes to make yourself as attractive as possible to the dog. But don't repeat your command right away. If the dog comes, click as soon as the dog is on their way. Great! He gets a reward and a great snack. If they don't come, try again a little later, but change tactics. Call your dog, show them the treat, and then playfully run away down the hallway. Still won't budge? You can click any time you see your dog walking toward you for any reason, even if it is only 1 step. Once your dog is regularly offering the behavior, pair it with your command word. Once your dog will reliably come inside the house, you'll want to step it up. Try playing hide and seek with your dog by calling from another room. You may need to give them some big hints at first. You can also play pass the puppy, with a partner on one end of the hall and you on the other. Take turns calling the dog and handing out treats when they arrive. Once your dog has mastered coming when called in the house, move to the most boring outdoor location you can think of. Keeping your pet on leash if it's not fully fenced is okay. Call your dog and click as soon as they start heading toward you. If they ignore you, it's okay to walk away a little bit to try and encourage them to follow. If they still don't, they may need more practice indoors first. When the dog will come in the backyard, again you can stretch the parameters by calling from further away, calling when hidden behind a tree, and playing pass the pup outdoors. Finally, take your dog to pet stores and other high distraction areas and practice recalling from the end of the leash to you. Practice at the park, catching and releasing your dog after a snack several times before time to go. All of these tips will help condition the dog to come so that in a real emergency, when the stakes are high, they'll come. This is the end of this episode. For more tips on how to groom, train, and care for your Chihuahua, please visit allthingschihuahua.com.